Rick Rogers sends a major signal by helping his customers from this humble abode. People need to live and buy under their means. From these unimpressive digs, Rogers and his fellow counselors handle more than $800 million of their clients' assets. Their message? Most every couple could live and retire well by following just a few simple rules.
Here is the secret to becoming financially independent. Spend less than what you make. It's never how much money that you make. And if you're still thinking that if I just made more money, it would solve my financial problems, you are on the wrong track.
The Keeners and Krasinskis attended Rogers' seminars on financial planning and came away ready to tell the world.
You should be living with it under your means, so that if something happens, you have some savings and you can just really flow through life more easily.
One saying is don't buy a house you can't afford. Clint's wife Emily goes even further, saying buy a house that's definitely less than what you can afford.
And don't feel like you have to keep up with your friends. You don't have to start out with a gigantic house. You don't need to have 2 really nice new cars and car payments.
We bought a house that we could afford on my income, not on the combined income, because we both wanted Emily to be a stay-at-home mom, which she is.
That was the same goal of Kathy and Ken Keener.
We did everything to get that mortgage paid off, and that was a priority for us. Because of family, we wanted our kids in Christian school, we wanted to be able to do that, and we wanted her to be a stay-at-home mom.
They lived super frugally, and in 7 years were debt-free.
We didn't need new things. We drove old cars. We walked everywhere we went. We vacationed by going downtown and doing window shopping. We did lots of casseroles.
But Kathy says it was still a rich life.
What's there for eternity, the material stuff, will not be. We live in a consumer society. You don't have to buy into that. If you buy into it, then you work to have the stuff.
Rogers says living this way can relieve so much stress it can literally save your marriage.
Of people that get divorced, 57% say that it's because of money was the major reason that they got divorced.
Everyone has the potential to live better if you don't have that debt load, along with you. I don't believe the Lord wants you to have that burden.
One of the main goals of this philosophy is so you can save. First, for an emergency fund so that you don't go into debt if an unexpected expense comes along.
That's generally 3 months of your budgeted expenses.
Then to work toward that golden retirement. You can start small if you start early, but if you wait, watch out.
If you save $100 a month at age 20, you'll have $1 million by the time you're 65. But if you wait until you're age 30, now you've got to save $300 a month. If you procrastinate until you're 40, now you've got to save $800 a month to get to $1 million by age 65. And if you wait until you're 50, now you've got to save $2,500 a month.
How much do you need? Say you wanted to live on $40,000 a year in retirement. Social Security will likely give you $20,000, so you'll need $20,000 more from your investments. So Rogers says,
you need to have $500,000 to produce $20,000 worth of income forever, increasing with inflation every year.
And if you want $40,000 a year from your investments, you'll need $1 million. For $80,000, $2 million. The Keeners point out that doesn't happen by accident.
The future is coming, and you need to prepare for it. You need to get your house in order.
You need a guide. You need an able counselor.
A financial counselor can point you to smart investments and make sure your savings don't all get eaten up by taxes. And when it comes to investments, Rogers prefers stocks and bonds. He especially likes investing in companies because they can grow in value.
They are going to come up with products that they haven't invented yet. They are going to find new markets. They are going to get more efficient at what they do.
Now, along with a financial counselor, you need each other and much communication.
You both should be aware of what's happening with your kids. You both should be aware of communicating about work, and you should be communicating about your finances.
Rogers says realize God puts opposites together. One of you is likely a spender, one a saver. So you have to have a budget and talk and compromise about it all the time.
We need to work this out, and it starts with communication.
Couples, even the youngest ones, have to realize someday they're going to reach their retirement years, and they have to prepare for them. Things aren't going to come together all on their own. Paul Strand, CBN News, reporting from Lancaster, Pennsylvania.